There are not a lot of affordable housing options in the Treasure Valley. The city of Boise alone says it'll need almost 3,000 units every year for the next 10 years, it says,
Wow.
to meet the growing demand.
Well, that's where Boise City Ada County Housing Authorities steps in. But with all of these people moving in, struggling to pay rising rents, the housing authorities, they're also struggling to meet that demand.
Abby Davis learned more about how many people they're able to help right now with current funding levels. Abby?
Morgan and Brian, some people are on wait lists for several years just hoping they can receive some sort of rental relief from the Ada County Housing Authorities, a quasi-governmental agencies helping people pay their rent. But after being on the wait list for 1 year, Cassidy Landry, who I spoke with today, got the help she needed and hopes others do as well.
Get to feed the babies. Oh, sweet baby.
Home sweet home.
It's something that I'm very proud of.
And something Cassidy Landry says people often take for granted.
Being a single mom, it's very hard for me to keep up with, the price of what it costs to live and maintain a home.
So Landry gets rental help from the Boise City Ada County Housing Authorities through its Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher Program.
My car is parked outside and that would still be my home if I didn't have this voucher.
Landry is just one of 2,400 Idaho households on the Section 8 Voucher Program. Another 10,000 Idahoans receive help through the Ada County Housing Authority's Emergency Rental Assistance Program. But Executive Director Deanna Watson,
it's a dire situation,
says federal funding isn't keeping up with rising rents.
We then end up paying more per family, which means we can help fewer families because we're spending more per household.
Or all the new people moving into Ada County, leaving many without any rental help at all.
It's getting close to a 30% increase in population since 2010, but no measurable increase in the number of vouchers that we have to help people on an ongoing basis.
The federal government gives the Ada County Housing Authorities about $12 to $13 million each year for its Section 8 voucher program. It also gives money to the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, which Watson says they've spent about $47 million on.
We're not seeing a reduction in the need for emergency rental assistance since COVID hit. That has not begun to wane, although the funding will end probably within the next year.
She says June, to be exact, unless the federal government reallocates more money.
When you do everything you can do and you still have to turn away 75 or 80% of the people who need the help, that does start to take a toll.
Because she knows just how much people like Landry.
We would not be this stable and happy if I didn't have that voucher.
Appreciate the help. Idaho, along with other states, have something called a housing trust fund, but other than a one-time $50 million contribution last year, Watson says there's just not enough money being added to make a difference.
Yeah, this has been a story about that housing trust fund that we've been covering for a long time. Abby, watching your story, I just can't help but wonder in the meantime, what are struggling families really doing to get the help that they need if they can't get the help through them?
Well, there's not a ton of options, and since the wait lists are so long, Watson says they've been referring people to other agencies in town, but they often see families living with other family members or even friends to make ends meet.
Wow, that's
Do what
sad.
they can, yeah. All right, thanks, Abby.